Corporation, which is the national organization that funds our legal aid services, our legal services to our needy populations. And I'm joined here with Jim Sandbag from the national organization, Paul Lupia, who's our local regional rep, and we have Ken Perry, who's also the Western region rep, which covers kind of the southern tier and the rest, all the way Western New York. And they are the executive director, right? Correct. Of part of the state organization. And the reason it's so important here today, as a lawyer and a former person who was on the pro bono services panel, and someone who has helped a lot of needy people through this organization, I was very concerned when President Trump's original budget, which obviously it's only advisory since the president doesn't have the origination powers for spending, but the president eliminated all the funding for the Legal Services Corporation and the supplements that go to, especially to our needy populations in upstate New York. And right now, the House has put in about $300 million to restore that funding, which is $85 million short, and the Senate has fully restored the funding. What I'm trying to do is find out from them and meet with some of their clients and meet with the organization to see how we can advocate to restore this funding and make sure that our region not only gets the full restoration of funding, but maybe even a little more after what I learned today by the outstanding work that the people in this organization have done to help our legal services clients. I got a unique opportunity to meet with some clients today to tell their stories, which were absolutely incredible. And this is the work that our lawyers are doing here every day, not just the legal aid attorneys, but also our pro bono services. I got to also see again former Judge Hugh Humphreys, who's one of their superstars in providing pro bono services at 82 years old. He's doing what they say the equivalent of about $5,000 worth of work on pro bono cases and really helping those people who are truly needy. And as a lawyer and someone who knows how difficult and costly it can be to go to court, Jim, our national chair, made a great quote today. We talked about the Pledge of Allegiance and how it says "injustice for all," and what could be more important than having justice for all if you don't have access and a zealous legal expert to take you to court, where your justice is not going to be preserved. And so that's why this organization is so important to helping poor people, but especially to the notion of justice for all. And I am a huge advocate. I know the work they do, and I'm really proud to be here with this organization, and I'm happy to take your questions.
Can you explain what the Legal Services Corporation does? It's providing legal services to people that can't afford it?
Yes, that's what it does. So under this program, which I think was started in the 70s, like
yes,
1974, the program, so many people find themselves having to go to court. And to go to court is a very daunting and can be a very scary experience, especially if you're going in and you're not a lawyer and you're facing a more powerful, possibly, opponent, maybe a landlord versus a tenant or some situation, and you don't have any legal help. And navigating your way through the legal process, and especially the court system, which is very intimidating for many people, even for lawyers sometimes, to give them an opportunity to be represented so that they can have a fair shot in court is something that this program was founded on. It's been a tradition in our community. I was involved when I first became a lawyer back in 1988 or 89, I think. And I have been involved in the pro bono services program, as many lawyers in our community are. And I just said earlier, the great thing about it is, I mean, people have such a negative view of lawyers, but I do think the Legal Aid Society gives a great name for lawyers, and you see, I mean, I just saw some amazing examples of assistance that have been provided to some really needy individuals in our community, and it just makes you really restore your faith in mankind, the kind of things that are happening.